Hi Sam. It's great to see you again. Today, we're going to learn the word
Beruf.
Hi Alex.
Beruf.
What does that mean?
Beruf.
means profession or occupation in English. It's quite common to use it when talking about jobs. Just be careful, as it sounds a bit like the English word.
Beruf.
But they don't mean the same thing.
That's interesting. So, is
Beruf.
a noun?
Yes, it is. The article for
Beruf. Der.
so it's masculine. In the plural, it becomes
Berufe.
So, that means professions.
exactly. Now, let's look at some verb forms. The present tense conjugation for
Beruf.
isn't applicable since it's a noun, but I can give you some example sentences. For instance,
Mein Beruf ist Lehrer.
meaning my profession is teacher.
Got it. But what about the past tense?
Good question. Since it's a noun, we don't have a past tense. But you could say,
Ich habe einen neuen Beruf gewählt.
which means I chose a new profession.
Oh, I see.
And if we wanted to give advice, we might say,
Wähle deinen Beruf sorgfältig.
which translates to choose your profession carefully.
Where does the word
Beruf.
come from?
Beruf.
Comes from the old High German word,
Beruf.
which meant calling or duty. Over time, it evolved to mean a specific occupation or profession.
That's really fascinating.
It is. The concept of a profession as a calling is still very much a part of the culture.
Can we break down the word?
Beruf.
Sure. It's not a compound word, so we can't split it into prefix, root, and suffix. But if you think of it as a calling in life, it helps connect the meaning.
That makes sense.
Now, let's talk about similar words. Words that have the same root or similar meaning include
Arbeit.
which means work,
Job.
which also means job,
Karriere.
meaning career,
Berufung.
meaning calling, and
Fach.
which refers to a field of expertise.
That's a lot of related words.
Yes. And if we look at some with the same suffix, we find
Lehrberuf.
meaning teaching profession, and
Künstlerberuf.
meaning artistic profession.
So, how can I use
Beruf,
in real life?
That's a great question. Let's imagine you're at a career fair. You could start with,
Was ist Ihr Beruf?
which means, what is your profession?
was ist Ihr Beruf?
Perfect. Another situation could be during a job interview. You could say,
Ich interessiere mich für Ihren Beruf.
meaning I am interested in your profession.
Ich interessiere mich für Ihren Beruf.
Great. Finally, if you wanted to talk about your own career path, you might say,
Ich habe meinen Beruf gewählt, weil ich leidenschaftlich bin.
which means I chose my profession because I am passionate.
Ich habe meinen Beruf gewählt, weil ich leidenschaftlich bin.
Now, let's discuss gender memory hints. Since
Beruf.
is masculine, you can remember it by the ending, which is common for masculine nouns.
That's helpful.
And picture a man in a suit, representing a professional. That image can help you recall that.
Beruf.
Is a masculine noun.
Are there any common phrases with
Beruf,
Absolutely. Phrases like,
Beruf und Familie vereinbaren.
meaning to balance profession and family, or
Im Beruf erfolgreich sein.
meaning to be successful in your profession, are quite common.
I can see how those would be useful.
Also, be cautious of similar sounding words like,
Berufung.
which means calling, not profession.
Can you give me some example sentences using
Beruf,
Sure. For instance,
Mein Freund hat einen interessanten Beruf.
means my friend has an interesting profession. Another one is,
Ich liebe meinen Beruf, weil ich Menschen helfen kann.
which translates to, I love my profession because I can help people.
those are useful.
Yes. And remember,
In meinem Beruf muss ich oft reisen.
which means in my profession, I often have to travel.
This is great. Can you quiz me a bit on
Beruf,
Absolutely. What is the article for?
Beruf.
it's
der,
right?
Correct. What does
Beruf.
mean in English?
It means profession.
Right again. How do you say, what is your profession, in German?
was ist Ihr Beruf?
Perfect. Can you give me an example sentence with?
Beruf.
Ich habe meinen Beruf gewählt.
Excellent. And finally, what is the plural form of?
Beruf.
It's
Berufe.
Fantastic job, Sam. To summarize, today we learned about the word,
Beruf.
its meanings, and how to use it in different contexts.
Thanks, Alex. This was really helpful.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. Keep practicing, and you'll master it in no time.